What's up, guys? Have you ever seen the Googan Scuttle Bugs? This is their new limited run color. It is the Rusty Craw color. This thing looks pretty sweet, and they did just come out with this recently, and I wanted to get out here with it because it's springtime. And Rusty Craws, this color, I've been seeing these color craws on the bottom of the lake a lot lately, and you know, coming out of the fishes, you know, when they puke it up when you're catching them. I've been seeing this color, so they're eating this color right now. This is a pretty sweet color. This is a little bit different than the one I did on their other one. It is still a line through swim bait, so it's got a hook here. I'll just pop it open for you because I'm going to open it up anyways, right? This is also a 3/8 ounce. It's got a 3/0 hook on it. But, so there it is right there. That thing looks sweet. Pretty stout here, you know, weed guards, but they don't look that stout, but they are. And they do get out of the way enough for the hook to get in there. And what I mean by line through is, so the line will go in through right here, the nose, and then we'll come through the bait and we'll tie onto the hook here. And the hook just goes in and seats right down into there. I'm going to put this on braid today. Last time I did it on 17-pound fluorocarbon line, and my knot was kind of my knot was messing up the hook, and I think that was messing up the bait too. So a little bit to think about is make sure you're not, test it out first, make sure your knot isn't impeding it coming in and out. If it is, you got to tie a different knot. I like the Palomar knot, and my Palomar knot wasn't working right, so I'll have to refine that. But today we're putting this on braid, so that should be easy. So we're gonna throw this around today and see if they really do want this color. So we're gonna give this a shot here, and you guys my honest review. Now I know it's supposed to be weedless here, but and not to bash anything, but the nose is kind of blunt, you know what I mean? So it's probably gonna dredge up a little bit. But we're going to test it. That's one of the things we're going to test out. We're going to see how well it really works. So I'm going to throw in some heavy cover. We're putting on a 50-pound braided line. We're going to put this in some heavy cover. A lot of times that's where I see craws too. A lot of times they're in heavy cover. So that's where I'm going to put it. We're going to put this thing to the test. And the problem is, these tails, you know, they're just kind of like swim bait tails. If a pike gets to it and it bites it off, we're pretty much done. I might have an idea that I can do. I might tie on a spinner or something like I've done in the past, if it bites off way too early, but we'll see. So far, first look, I really like this. I think this is going to do pretty good from what I can tell from first view, first glance. I've never fished the Scuttle Bug. I've only fished their other swim bait, the other smaller swim bait like this. So, and I think these are, how long are they? Are they 3.8? No, 4 inch. Okay, 3.8, same, no, pretty darn close, right? And they weigh 3/8 ounce. So I'm gonna tie this up, and let's get out there, and I'm looking for big fish, guys. Always in springtime, you're always looking for big fish, and I think this is gonna get it. If they're there, they're gonna eat this. So let's get after it. All right, guys. Well, I was gonna put it on my rod with braided line, but the braided line doesn't go through plastic like a rubber hole like that very well. So you need a threader, and I don't have a threader with me. A threader is just like, you know, you can even use just like a threading needle. It doesn't really matter, just something to thread the line through there. And it can be done. That's probably the way I prefer it, but we're gonna go with this 17-pound fluorocarbon line, and all you do is just push it through the front there, going through the back, and sometimes you gotta wiggle it and to get it to go through, and it's in there, but you just gotta grab it. Let's take the hook out here, and there it is. And we're sliding up the line. And now, just tie on your hook. Now I'm going to just try to, I'm going to try a Palomar knot again because I really like that knot. And then we'll test it out here and see how it really works. See how it works this time around. Because if it's going to impede that hook coming out, then I don't want to do it. The hook's got to come out nicely in order to do what the bait is intended to do. So, slide that. This knot in there. Wet it down. Okay, just tighten it up. And I think instead of doing the reverse tagline, I think I'm just going to leave it. I think I'm just going to leave the tagline the way it is. Because maybe the reverse is what was killing me. So I'll just do like that. Let's see here. The only thing is, with it like this, it might not slide in very easily. Let's see here. Huh? It went in just fine. And it'll come out good. So I think that was the problem with my other rig. The tagline was holding, like when I had it reversed. I think that was the issue. So it is much better to fish these on fluorocarbon, but I'm fishing in heavy cover, so this is probably going to get interesting. Ooh, there's a bite. There's the first one. Nice. He's pulling drag. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. Okay, well. Oh, I got a mess going on here already. Not a giant one here, but it's got the hook right in the corner of the mouth. I think I barely got him, but there we go. And so there's the hook. There's the bait down there. Bait set up the line, just as it should. Yeah, it was for sure 100%. It was that second knot that I usually always tie, but not a big one. Looking for bigger. That's a start anyways. So then we just slide the bait right back down the line here, just like this, and then right back in. Oops, fumbled it. There we go. Just like that. He actually hit that pretty good. And as you can see here, it is not quite weedless. That's what I was talking about, where it's going to pick up some weeds. And, you know, that's okay. You can still catch fish, but you are going to get hung up a little bit on that. But, I don't know. That one, our first fish, he hammered the crap out of this thing. So, I mean, it's something they wanted. There we go. Oh, that one hit it good. Oh, that's a good one. And, yeah. Oh, let's just get him up in the boat here. Okay. Well, the bait didn't slide up on that one, but I just don't think it had a chance. But hooked in the roof of the mouth. Oh, there's nice fish. It's got some weight to him. Oh, I gotta get the pliers because it's kind of hooked kind of funny. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab one. I'm right-handed. Let's see here. Well, that came out a lot easier than I was expecting. Yeah, nice little tank. Man, look at that belly. Let's weigh him. What is he? He's got like a I don't know, like a high 1 to low 2 pound, probably a 2 pound frame. Oh, he's 213. Man, these things get fat. Little football. That's awesome. Okay, so one thing that I'm learning about this bait is I'm going to slide this back in here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's coming out pretty good still. Yes, we got weed guards up here, and it does help. But weeds do catch right here. So whether you're dragging it or you're hopping it, if there's a weed stalk laying like this, and you bring your line like that, it's going to catch. And you're going to grab some. I've already grabbed some back with the in the area I'm in. So it's not entirely weedless, but it still gets bit. And all you gotta do is, if you feel it on there, because you'll feel it on there, it's just pop it. Just pop it real quick, and then it'll come off. So not too bad. But yeah, that was fun. Oh, there we go. Okay, golly. Man. Oh, it's coming out. The fish is still on there. That's funny. Oh, man. Oh, I'm surprised that fish is even still there. Okay. Yeah, that's a better specimen. Oh, man. Oh, so one thing I'm actually also realizing with this bait is that the fish sometimes eat it so well that it's up in their mouth, and it doesn't give the bait a chance to slide out like it's supposed to. So yeah, there we go. He's not as fat as some of the other ones, so maybe he's trying to work on that. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I touched on this very well, but yeah, when the bass since the bait is small, the bass has the whole bait in its mouth. You set the hook gets set, but the bass's mouth is still closed, so sometimes that bait just doesn't have a chance to slide up like it's supposed to. So that's why some of these catches you're seeing that the bait is still in the fish's mouth. That's why. Not a defect of the bait, it's just that's what happens. Alright guys, I'm going to try something here. First time doing this, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie a uni knot here to tie these two together. I want to use braided line in this stuff, so I'm going to try using 17 pound fluorocarbon line as a threader. Here it is, got it, there we go. Okay, got the line here. Let's see if we can slide this through. Oh, look at that, there's our threader, perfect. And all you do is just snip this. All we're going to do is snip this off. There we are. Tighten her up. See how it works. Oh yeah. Piece of cake. I like that. I like that a lot. Awesome. All right, now let's get in there, see how well this does. And we're going to start. We're going to really test the durability of this bait now, because when I get hung up, I'm going to reef hard on this thing. So we're going to really test it out. I know this is a limited run color, so they might not have any more of this color, but I do have another one that I bought a couple. So I do have a backup, just not with me. I got them at home. But I think we'll be fine. This is gonna work out really good. So let's get in there and really put this thing to the test. Right. Oh my gosh. That was a bite. Oh, should I let him have a little bit longer? Well, there we got him. Oh yeah, much easier getting this fish in on braid than fluoro. Not a giant. Well, there's the bait. See, bait did a little bit what it was supposed to do. Came out of the slot a little bit. Oh, it's kind of. Ooh. Okay, there's a problem. I'll show you guys the problem in a minute. Not a big one. Still fun. Okay, let's get them back in the water here. Okay, so the problem that I just found. Let's see here. I tangled this up a little bit. So you can see it's kind of hard for you guys to see. So there's the hole for the line. Now this line is tucked down in here. And I might take this bait apart later on and figure out why it's doing this, but the line is down in like a groove down here. So I'm gonna remove this hook so I don't hook myself. So if I pull it up like that, now it's loose. Now it slides freely. So I don't know what's causing that. And I think after today, I'm gonna cut that open and I'm gonna check it out. I am gonna ruin a nice bait, but I want to take a look at it so that way you guys can see why it's doing that, because I want to know why too. It did it once earlier and I wasn't quite sure, but what was going on. But now it's like it's down in there, like I just did it right there. There's like a, I don't know, there's like a little crease down in here. We'll check that out later. We're gonna keep fishing with this braid. Definite upgrade for fishing in this cover, because I was able to get that fish up fast and out of those weeds. Another one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a better one. Oh man. I'm like flipping 3-pounders in. There we go. Look at how he got that bait. The sucker's like right in there. You wanted that bait. Awesome fish. I just think you wanted that. Look at that guy. Awesome. So let's get this bait pulled up. Oh, he's hooked right in the roof of the mouth, right where you want him. That's a nice fish. Let's see what this guy weighs. He's kind of dark. Sorry, I'm like blocking you. Yeah. 3 pounds, 4 ounces. Yep, nice fish. Love it. Boom, right down in there. Camouflage so well in this weed cover. So cool. You can still see him. He's right here. Just swim around. God, that's awesome. Love that. Oh. Okay, cool. Now, so after that catch, So again, see, I'm having trouble pulling that line through because it's stuck right here. Now if I pull the other, so it's stuck down like that. If I pull up, unhook that, now it slides freely. So I think here's the defect. It's a defect that's gonna have to get fixed. Still catches fish though. I mean, the bait still stays in their mouth, and it isn't cutting the line. But I'd be careful if you're using fluorocarbon line, because I might nick it, and then that will weaken the line. All right, guys. Well, the fishing portion of this video is completed. Caught a few fish on it, and I'm really kind of curious to see what's going on with this bait here. In the front here where it gets stuck, and I can actually see it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and ruin this one, but so that way I can show you guys a bit better. I'm just going to take the scissors here and just take some of this plastic off here. Kind of peel it back here. You're gonna see the whole like harness and everything. So I'm gonna actually pull it all out. Okay, before I do, actually no, I'm gonna leave it like this, that way you guys can actually see how everything's situated. So there's a harness there, you know, you got the weight there. That's pretty cool, and you know the hook comes in and sits right there. That's awesome. Right here, this little, so they got, gosh, this is gonna be hard to see. So this plastic piece is pushed together, and the splice is right down center here, and that's where my line is getting stuck. And I can see right here too, like the plastic part here, that's where it's getting stuck at. So there it is right there. I took it all apart. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but right here, I'll see if I can take like a high definition picture of it and put it up in the corner of the screen so you can see exactly what's going on. But yeah, that's what that does is, you know, sometimes when setting the hook into the fish, the line goes down, and that bait can't slide up the line because the line is now stuck in here, and that also risks pinching your line and damaging your line, which also could result into lost fish breaking off. So yeah, something to watch for if that happens. I don't know what, you know, you might not have to peel it as far back as I did. You could peel it back a little bit and maybe you just kind of ground some of that off, and that might work. But yeah, that's kind of a problem. So yeah, there it is there. All right, guys, got a few fish catches. Bait worked out pretty good, other than the fact that nose, that thing right there, it's kind of messed up on top there with you put the line in. And what that did is it didn't let the bait do its thing. The bait couldn't slide up the line. So I really only have two issues with this bait. Overall, it worked. Overall, it's a good bait. It worked out just the way it should, other than two problems. One, I'll put this nose back on here a little bit. There, I kind of put it back a little bit. One problem was that your line's here, it's not entirely weedless, so you got to be careful where you throw it. If there's a lot of weeds laying down, and you know, on there laying down like this, and you come up and they're loose, you're gonna pick them up, you're gonna bring them back to the boat. That's con number one. And I was still catching fish doing it, so it still worked. Con number two, the biggest one, is that where you insert the line. That part there. That's the only thing. So there's only two things that I didn't enjoy about this bait. But overall, a good bait. Caught fish. The fish hammered the crap out of this color. Remember that this is the limited edition color, so they only made a limited run, a limited amount of these. I don't know, you can check online. I don't know if they still have any of these available or not. They might, but yeah, go check them out. You guys, I'm not affiliated or sponsored by them. I just enjoy the lures and stuff, and I've never fished this before, so I wanted to do my on the water review of it, and you know, catch some fish with it, and then, you know, of course, when I find an issue, I want to pull it apart and see what's making it tick, see what the problem is, and that's what we did. So we figured it out. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. I'll probably fish it again, keep trying it out. But if that keeps happening with the nose part here with the line, I probably won't fish it very much, to be honest. If I'm being flat out honest, because I mean, you're gonna lose fish if that pinches your line enough, especially on fluorocarbon. It damages the line just a little bit, little nick. That's damaged line. If you don't retie it, then your next big fish that you catch on it, or a fish, it could break right there at that spot, and you'll lose the bait and the fish, obviously, right? So yeah, I don't know. I'll keep messing around with it to see, and then keep checking it out in the future. Maybe they've already realized it and they're already going to fix it. We'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to cut it off right here. I'm going to get off the water now, but hope you guys enjoyed this little review of the Googan Baits limited run of their Scuttle Bug. 4-inch, swims really good too. But if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, please subscribe to the channel. I do a few of these, you know, quite a few of these actually, and I got quite a few coming up this summer that I'm going to be doing again too. Some older baits, but some worth knowing about. So unfortunately, they'll be, since they're limited run, they're probably going to be sold out, so I apologize for that. It's kind of a teaser, but anyways, appreciate you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you like this stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.